back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this right here. A horse-mouthed Buddy Hield sighting is rare, but Buddy Hield shows up and shows out for the Warriors. Buddy showed up and showed out. The Warriors are in big trouble. Yes, the Warriors won. But when Buddy, if it takes for Buddy to win that game for you, ain't no damn way in hell you gonna go anywhere else and beat another team with Buddy Hield taking you over the top. The Warriors are in trouble. I'm telling you, the Warriors are in trouble. Buddy Hield probably won't ever have another game like that in the playoffs. It was a rare Buddy sighting. Just saying. I told you guys that, I don't believe that, well, you can say whatever you want to say about the Rockets. I mean, at this point, it just, the West, I told you guys before, 2 through 6, no team is really better than the other. And I think the Warriors were even a 7 seed, right? So I guess you could say 2 through 7. it really don't matter. I don't think none of these guys were really playing for, any certain position. Maybe the Rockets were. But some of these other teams that were more experienced, the Lakers, Denver, the Warriors, the Timberwolves, they already knew the deal. They already knew that it really didn't matter, their standings. Because if you're not going to be number one, it really don't matter. No team to me, 2 through 7, is really better than other team. So, like I said about the Rockets, they're a young team, they're a scrappy team. They just don't have the personnel at the end of the day to hang with some of these other teams. And, when we say hang in there, I mean, you're a 2 seed. You're supposed to be a 2 seed, and you were down 3-1, and you just lost. You were down 3-1 to a 7 seed, and you just lost to a 7 seed. So what does that mean? It means, I won't say they're frauds. The Rockets are frauds, but their ranking in the standings, whatever, was a fraud. They're young, they're scrappy. They just don't have that superstar. And in this era, you have to have 2 superstars, in my opinion, to take you over the hump and win a championship. Although we can say, maybe you can only have 1 superstar. You don't always have to have 2. We'll see at the end of the day, does 2 superstars beat 1? Or can 1 superstar with a collective of players that want to play a role, that want to just, play basketball, win? With OKC, Denver, the Timberwolves, let's see, 1 star, and basically, a collective of, teammates that want to play basketball. We'll see what happens. And, we can even say that for the Cavs. What the hell happened to the Cavs? What the hell happened to the Cavs, folks? Donovan Mitchell shoots 1 for 12. I mean, Brick City. What's going on with this guy, man? I mean, what the hell is going on with this guy? Another playoff choke artist. And look, can we blame this on Darius Garland? I think this guy hasn't played since like the 23rd of April or something like that. Like, what the hell? I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with these guys. Your toe hurts that bad? You haven't played since I think it's the 23rd of April? Wow. Like I said, something is going on with these guys, man. I mean, how you don't show it? How is your toe still hurting? We're told that these guys got the best medical care, the best nutrition, the best this, the best that. And they can't get this guy's toe on board to play in the second round? Huh? So if I'm not mistaken, Darius Garland didn't even play a couple games, 1 or 2 games in the last series against the Heat. And the Cavs still won. So I'm like, did he break his toe? I mean, if the man broke his toe, I mean, I guess he can't play. I don't know. But when we even look at this with Darius Garland being out, you swept the Heat. So you're not good enough to beat the Pacers? You're not good enough to beat the Pacers. So you were good enough to sweep the Heat. And the Pacers went to, what did the Pacers go to in that? Did they go, was it 4-2 or 4-1? Oh, I forget now. It might have been 4-1. That Bucks series is so damn traumatic. At any rate, the Pacers were basically floundering halfway through the season. And I was like, damn, what happened to the Pacers? A quarter into the NBA season, the Pacers looked washed. It was like, what the hell is going on with the Pacers? Because we all know that the Pacers, last year in the playoffs, they came on strong. Now, how strong? A lot of people don't know because, everybody was hurt that they played. So we don't really know how, good they were versus, they played nobody. But when they played the Celtics, they got mollywopped. So, I mean, so where are we at with this? And like I said, what's going on with Donovan Mitchell? This should have been a win for the Cavs. I don't care about Darius Garland being out. Okay? Now, let's look at this Pacers team. And to me, I think the Cavs are in trouble. Even with Darius Garland coming back into the mix. And I say that because this Pacers team is young, springy, scrappy, and can play inside out. They got Siakam and they got Turner on the inside. And they both can hit shots from the outside. They can defend on the inside. They just look, I don't know, man. The Cavs, they're long like the Cavs. They might be in trouble, man. Yep. The Cavs might be in trouble. Even with Darius Garland coming back, these guys might be in trouble because, when you look at the Cavs team, they always look like, come on, let's play. They're ready to run. They're ready to play ball. Well, guess what? So are the Pacers. The Pacers are ready to run and ready to play ball. So what are we talking about right here? Now, Donovan Mitchell, I mean, he's going to have to show up and show out, man. He can't be shooting no break fast like this at the crib. Now you don't have home court advantage. Now you don't have Darius Garland. I mean, give me a break with with the Cavs. To me, they don't really have no advantage in the paint. The Cavs don't over the Pacers. I mean, so, wow. And to me, they really don't have no perimeter advantage. Even though Greg Anthony, you should be fired for this, dude. The stuff that they say just to keep a job, just to have a job. The color analysts have became welfare. Type of cheap welfare people. These are your color analysts today. Back in the day, it was just, you couldn't be on assignment to be a color analyst unless you were the best. You were one of the best. And Craig Anthony is not one of the best. He's decent, and put him back in college or something. But this guy, well, as a color analyst, but this guy said Halliburton was the modern day John Stockton. I was like, what? And then, maybe like, a minute later, oh, not because they play the same. They don't play the same style, but he tried to, recover and say, oh, because of blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, there's all kind of great point guards. I mean, I guess you could compare him to John Stockton. Wow. And these are the dumb things that these color analysts say on a game-to-game basis. They say a whole bunch of stupid stuff. They say a whole bunch of stupid stuff. I just, it was weird. And then, actual play-by-play guy who calls the game and says, yeah, I wouldn't, later on he says, what did he say? He said something about, I wouldn't say that, or I wouldn't agree with that, or I wouldn't compare him to John. He tried to run away from it like, no, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. I'm not with you. But he knew Greg Anthony had to say something dumb to keep his job. Just like the rest of these dummies who also say dumb stuff during NBA games. They always have to bring up, the plumber era. The guys who played no competition, the guys who, were plumbers, the guys who, I don't know. We've heard these guys can't play basketball. But for some reason, their names always get brought up with these guys. I'm just saying, man. So, I don't know. Good luck, man. After this, so if Darius Garland toe ain't right, when is it right for him to start playing? And is it going to get bad when he starts playing? And when he starts playing, does it really even matter? Because the Pacers literally don't give a damn who you are. Let me tell you again. They didn't give a damn who the Bucks were. And when Dame came back, they didn't give a damn who Dame was on that court. So Dame, fake another injury. Dame, fake another injury and get the hell out of there. Good job, dude. Good job. And nobody will say nothing. Oh, we gotta have another Care Bear story for Dame, man. It's just so bad for Dame, man. It's just so horrible for Dame, man. First the blood clot, man. Now the Achilles, man. Get the hell out of here. This guy has done nothing in his career. Nothing. But be on the damn top 75 list for doing absolutely nothing. Believe the Care Bear story if you want. He ran up in Halliburton's face while he was on the damn sideline looking like a damn fool. Right? With his, what do you call them? Anklet chains around his neck, his Pandora chain around his neck, talking ish from the sideline. You can't even get on the damn court. There was no difference from you being on the court in game 1 and you being in the court on game 2. Sit your silly ass down. You look like a damn fool. You look like a damn fool. Then you came back to game 2, running your mouth to Halliburton again, and you got rolled up. You did nothing. And then eventually, to me, you faked another injury to get the hell out of there. So, whatever, man. Whatever. Like I said, they're a disgrace. And this really has nothing to do with, these so-called injuries, whether physical or medical, that he supposedly had. Look how they started out. They were getting rolled up in the East. They were getting rolled up. Two top 75 players on one team. There is no excuse why they shouldn't have been all the way up to the number 1 seed. Let me give it to you again, because you guys care about this Care Bear story that they're trying to give you about Dame Lillard. Before Dame Lillard's blood clot, they were all the way down at the bottom all year in the standings. Not at the bottom, but almost at the bottom. 7 seed, 8 seed. But why? It's Dame time. Why? You got Greek Freak. 2 top 75 players on one team. Basically in a prime. This is the same dude that people cried about. Oh man, Dame just had more help, man. Dame just had more help, man. Dame could do something. We feel bad for Dame because Dame is all about Rip City, man. He all about, the Blazers, man. He all about, this city. You don't need to play with another superstar player. Dame would never lead the Trailblazers. Blah, 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 blah. And then he got the hell out of there. And they were favorites to win the championship. Get the hell out of here with this guy, man. The laugh is on you dummies who actually believe any of this nonsense. This guy is laughing all the way to the bank while you guys help tell his Care Bear story. That's a fraud. So yeah, they didn't have no business even being all the way at the bottom of the damn standings in the East all damn season before his blood clot and before his Achilles. Way before that, they were getting rolled all damn season. Okay, so they can say that bullshit for somebody else. So to me, we don't like to, oh man, get overheated, come to conclusions, or overdo things after one game. But it seems to me after one game, the Cavs are in trouble. And to me, it looks like we're going to see another Celtics. Yeah, we're going to see another Celtics, and we're going to see a Pacers matchup, and it's going to be a beatdown. The Pacers are not going to be able to hang in there with the Celtics, and that means the Cavs ain't going to make it. That's what I said. The Cavs are not going to win this series on the strength of Garland's toe. And look, I'm looking at this right. I'm saying even if Garland was there, I don't think they're going to win this. The Pacers they're just more springier, man. They just want to play basketball. You can't say that for a lot of these teams. Look at New York, man. Look at New York. Now, I said this before. I thought it was better for New York just to lose because it looked like they might get swept. Look like they might just get swept by the Celtics. Wow. It took them all that long just to beat Detroit. What was it, 4-2 or something like that? But, Detroit had a chance to take them to a damn Game 7. Are you serious? Detroit ain't even better than the Pacers. So, it's interesting. We'll talk about this OKC Denver matchup, which should be a classic, should be one of the best matchups we've seen in a long time. One of the best. We don't get good matchups no more in this NBA. Somebody's always hurt. So this is the trash that we talk about all the time with this era. And the Warriors, Timberwolves, to me, that should be a good matchup. What's going to win? Experience or youth? Experience or youth? To me, I just don't see how the Timberwolves lose this series with home court advantage. If the Warriors needed a Game 7 to beat the damn Rockets, who's the Rockets superstar? Nobody. Goodness God, Van Fleet, whatever this guy's name is. Come on, give me a break. What's this other guy's name? The tough dummy that always comes up big at the end. I mean, big. Comes up small at the end of the day. That's how good this guy really is. I forget his name already. The guy that was beefing with LeBron James. Was it LeBron James? I think it was, yeah. He played for Memphis. Didn't he have like 3 points last night or something like that? It was like single digits. Light-skinned brother. Oh, my God. Perimeter player for the Rockets. They have no superstars on that team, man. So the Warriors are in trouble to me. I mean, look, man, like I said, it's going to come down to, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler's going to have to play shoot from the field efficiently. They're going to have to play defense. You know, we'll see what Draymond Green is able to give you. It's going to be interesting to see Draymond Green trying to play Rudy Gobert. Not like Rudy Gobert is his prime-time player. I'm just saying it's going to be interesting to see some of these matchups. And see what they really got there. And what they don't have there. It's going to be interesting to me. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, this is going to be a good time. We're going to talk about this in another video. This will be a good time for Joker to show he's the real MVP. And the thing is, the MVP hasn't even been given out, folks. Although everybody knows SGA is going to win this. But it's a good time for, you know, Joker to go out there and show up, show out. You know, Denver has a lot to say in this series. And, you know, it continues the legacy of these guys and what they're going to do and what kind of legacy they're going to leave behind. It's not looking good for Donovan Mitchell. To me, it's not looking for Dame. It's a joke. This guy, to me, ain't even a Hall of Famer. And they put this guy on the top 75 team. Wow, this is crazy. But they left off to Dwight Howard. What a joke. And Dwight Howard actually played his best years in a real era. He played against real great players and stuff like that. Won a championship. I don't understand this. So, tell me what you think.